Hello and welcome to another live stream. If you're new around here, my name is TheDiamond Bullet. Today, we're back with my survival challenge in Farming Sim 22. But we had some problems. So my last stream ended suddenly. That is because of technical issues. Everything on my computer crashed, including the game. Now, the issue with that is I lost the save. I reverted to a backup, redid this field, got ready for this stream, saved it, exited the game as I would normally, and then the game decides, you know what, I'm not going to launch. So, I've had to uninstall and reinstall the game. I've had to copy and paste files, and I've got it working. Then, there was no fields. My created fields were just grass. They were marked on the map, but they were just grass, so I had to go back to an older backup, which unfortunately was when I was still cultivating. So we do have some things to catch up on. It does mean this stream should hopefully be longer than the rest. And it means we get to do the end of today, and obviously the next in-game day, where we are hoping to buy a new tractor. So we have a combine, we have everything we need, but I would still like a second tractor. It'll just be a massive help. And like I said, so many technical difficulties. I've had to test all of my saves, make sure they're all working, if I'm doing series on them anyway. And Kai, when I told Kai the news, he was having a mini heart attack. Obviously now everything's sorted, everything's working, especially for that save. This save, however, isn't working as it should be. And that is slightly a problem. It means I've got to spend the first half an hour to an hour replanting, re-liming and re-stoning this field. Which is okay. It means I can plant it with the soybeans like I wanted to. Which will be good. But it also means it's a waste of time. It's obviously already been done. And now I've got to do it all again. And like I said, after the last stream crashed, the game, and I reverted back, I had to do this all again as well. I had to finish the cultivating, do the stoning, do the lime, do the planting, save it, and then for the game not to work. So I'm not sure what's causing the problem. It's not a space issue. I still have plenty of space on my hard drives. I do have 3 hard drives, all of which are sharing the workload, so it's not that. It's not a problem anywhere else. And just everything crashed, so I have no idea what's going on. And I am going to try and work on it. Try and figure out what's going on, so we don't end up in the same situation in the future. Because I would not like that. Here we go, nearly finished cultivating. I do try and do as much as I can on stream instead of doing anything off stream. Don't want to raise any suspicions. Okay, we're done with that. Press Y. And then this. And go here. No. Okay, I have to fix that. Sometimes I forget. Gamepad. So it's this one, backspace, gamepad, save. Now what's going on? Now why won't it let me detach it? There we go. That was overly complicated. And hook up to the stone wheel. There we go. Obviously this is an added challenge, which is why I have it installed and enabled still, for anyone wondering. Not because I enjoy it, that's for sure. I am going to say it again, I do like this tractor, and I know at some point I am going to have to replace it, unfortunately, but when that day comes, it'll be worth replacing. Like, it'll be for something way better, way more power, way more uses. And like I said, I'm starting with the smaller fields for a reason. It's because I don't have the machinery to do big fields. So little fields are the way it has to go. And I know this has already been watched, and I've already done this, but I didn't want to do it off stream again, just in case people got skeptical. That's all. And hopefully the stream stays this time and the game doesn't break. That's what I'm hoping for. Obviously the game breaking is expected with as many mods as I currently have installed, but shouldn't have broken that bad. It was weird, this save's the only one that had an issue. The rest of them were working perfectly fine, and this one I've had to go back, I had no fields, things weren't where they were supposed to be, it was insane. But that's another thing that confused me. It makes sense in a way, because of how the save broke when the stream broke. but it doesn't make sense that it's the only one that had the issues after the reinstall. After the reinstall, all of this shouldn't happen. All the issues should be fixed, and there shouldn't be any more problems, but that's what you'd think. Because God forbid someone makes a game that works these days. Anyway, we'll get the stones done. We'll get the planting done. Well, we'll do the lime first, like we did. We'll plant the soybeans. This time I'll make sure it's actually soybeans. And then we'll collect the pallets. And depending on the time, skip through the rest of the day. Until tomorrow. That's what I would normally do anyway, but hey ho. And if you are watching this as a YouTube video, skip ahead if you've already seen this. It doesn't bother me. And remember, I do live stream every day, or I try to. There will be days where I won't be live streaming. Either personal issues, physical issues, that kind of thing. But there will be streams every day. And I am going to aim to do multiple streams every day, just because. It won't always be this. There will be at least one stream a day where I'm doing this, but it won't, every stream won't be this. I'll be spreading my streams out between different games I have. And I will be doing Police MP streams at some point. Just have a really busy day today. On Monday the 7th of August. You'll be seeing this a few days after I've streamed it as well, if you're on YouTube. So always come by my Twitch just to check. All my Twitch streams save on Twitch for 7 days as well, so you can go there and technically get early access, but hey ho. This last pass and then the stones are done. There we go. Now we park this back up. I would like a cup of tea, so at some point I will take a break. I did just drink a cup of tea, but I've been stressed. It's actually my third cup of tea in the last, like, hour, so that's that done. Moving on to this. If you're watching this on YouTube, if you have any suggestions, let me know in the comments below. If you're watching this live, any suggestions, let me know in the chat while I'm streaming. There we go. This is a very heavy piece of machinery. Just checking DMs. Busy, like always. I don't like repeating myself when it comes to stream. I don't like having to redo things. God, this is so heavy. Gotta be very careful. Has one heck of a working with though. And this is the standard, like, capacity as well. Maybe I need something on the front, like a front weight or something, for whenever I'm using this. Might buy one actually, depending on the cost, of course. I'm not using the front of this machine at the moment. But yeah, we'll go buy a weight real quick. Now that that's done. Okay, let's buy a weight. Is there any on the sale? No, the sale's still the same. Weights are down here. So what's the heaviest weight I can get? I have a case. Is there any case IH weights? Class. Under. So that one, 600, 900 a ton. 1.1, 1.2, 1.5, 1.8. This one can be 3.4 ton. 2.3. How do I get this to be massive? Oh. That's how. That costs 3.5 grand. I think it'll be worth it. If my tractor can pick it up, of course. Maybe I didn't need one as big. Obviously, we can always change the size of this weight, which is why I got this one. So let's go pick it up. And hopefully that'll solve all our issues with our spreader. The only one I'm having issues with, it is down to the weight of the tractor versus the weight of the spreader, so having a front weight that weighs 3 ton might not make sense to most people, but it makes sense to me. There we go. I mean, it's not the best looking weight you can get, but it does the trick. Okay, so now be safe. Okay, that's good news. So both fields should be fine on the fertilizer for starters. So if I turn that off, 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 neither of them need lime. So the first one needs rolling and fertilizing. The second one's fully fertilized, so that's good news. But now we've got a plant. I misjudged that, didn't I? Okay, there we go. Make sure everything cables up. Make sure this gets changed to soybeans. And I don't need to turn this on. It just works. Gotta make sure I get every bit of the field. So at least as much of the field as I can. It is a strange shaped field in terms of having 0 straight edges. And that obviously does make it quite difficult. Turn around. Keep forgetting to wait for it to lower. Normally I just keep it lowered, but I'm trying to preserve my seed and fertilizer this time. Once I've done up to the point we got to in the last one, that's when I'll go make my cup of tea. I think. Now in theory I could get a worker to do this, but then I'd have nothing to do. I don't have a second tractor. And that's where the second tractor comes in very useful. And we do have a mindset on a specific tractor, which will probably still use this front weight as well, so front weight isn't going to waste, at least. Well, it isn't going to go to waste, at least. Until I upgrade my equipment, get something bigger, heavier, more powerful. And then I won't need the front weight anymore. But until that time, the front weight is perfect. Oh, forgot to wait for it to lower again. I have a feeling that's going to happen quite a lot. I'm just used to having equipment that turns off and on, instead of having to raise and lower. I guess this one doesn't even have a PTO, so I guess it just works via gravity, but it works. And I know Daggerwin, in his survival multiplayer challenge, he started with the exact same planter. But I got a better tractor. Then again, he did start with less. I started with 200 instead of 100. But he has more experience with the game than I do. And I have Lime enabled. Not sure if they're using Lime or not. But I do. And I've got Stones enabled. Obviously I've got rolling enabled. And I do hope I can put narrow tyres on the new tractor. That is something I will need to check. Because when it comes to spraying, I am going to need to make sure I'm not destroying the crops. That's something I'll check once all of this is done as well. I do prefer streaming to recording, to be fair. Like I always say, streaming is quicker and better for the community in the long run. So you have that like live feedback, you can talk to them, Whereas recording, you've got to record, you've got to edit, you've got to render, you've got to upload, and then you get to see the comments. Whereas streaming, you can live stream and then upload straight away, which is easier. Of course. And I am going to try and figure out what my problem was. Oops. I do like the lights I have on my desk. The issue is they're Christmas lights that I can't adjust. They do light up the area more without having to use main lights. Therefore better for electricity purposes, but it is what it is. This tractor is being very useful. That is an issue with live streaming as well. Not having an audience. So, if you're watching this as a, on the YouTube video or while live, I do have a TikTok where I am uploading clips and original content. I have some AI songs uploaded to there, which you can also find over on my Vortex Media channel, which is not linked anywhere because it's a disappointment. And TikTok has muted the sound on 2 of my videos, so you're not going to see them. But you can go check it out. All my old Twitch clips are being uploaded. And like I said, some original content is also being uploaded. If at any point you are in a live stream and you see something that you think, hey, maybe that'll be good on a TikTok, clip it. All my clips saved to my channel. I see them all. And they stay forever. Every single clip. So instead of having to view it on my Twitch, you can now view it on my TikTok. When that gets to 1,000 followers, which it probably will never do, I can live stream on that as well. So I'll be doing 2 live streams every live stream. One on TikTok, one on Twitch. I am not returning to YouTube live streaming. That's just a clusterfuck. For anyone wondering. And I don't think I'm going to change from Twitch. I haven't had any major issues with Twitch. People are complaining, obviously, as they do, but I've had no problems with it at all. Which is interesting. Obviously, I'm also not getting paid, but I don't think I'll switch from Twitch to say like TikTok or Kick full time, because I don't really like TikTok, to be fair, but it is great at gathering an audience, so who knows. Nearly done with the seeding, and I'm nearly able to go get my cup of tea. It does look cool with the white tracks. I'm just going to replant this whole line. And we are done. Now this can go back over here. Reverse. Pop that down. Hook onto the trailer. Not gonna lie, this weight might be worth keeping. You never know when you're gonna need it. Want to go through, collect these pallets. Now we're going to sit here real quick. We're going to take a look at this tractor that I want. It's all the way at the end. Nope. Medium tractors. Whoops. Yes, the Valmet. So, wheels set up. I can have narrow tyres. It doesn't look narrow, but I can have narrow tyres. I'll probably get them to begin with, and the front PTO. And that's all I need. I mean, an air horn would be amazing. May as well get an air horn as well. So I need 112, roughly. And I'm going to go make a quick cup of tea. And then I'll speed up the time until the next day. So enjoy the intermission.
Everywhere I go, the people really want to know who I is and who I be. They stop and stare when they see me. If it's said it once, no need to repeat. Run up on me, watch you fall to your knees. Tip my hat when it's time for the kill. Ain't no beast when you're really real. I am the boss, I am the dawn. I am the one they call Lucky Charm. Got my own I don't need your farm. Life was so hard, it made me weak. Built to last, this girl ain't weak. Sturdy and still when I plant my feet. Got it out the mud, now it's racks in my sleep. Endless faith is what brought me next level prosperity. Silent power moves is what I'm giving. They love to hate the world they can't live in. Always present for the high roads. Go swim within the deep lows. What holds the future? Who knows? I don't do it for the likes, I do it for the love. Do it for the ones who really need a hug, cause they had it tough, never had enough. Feared, loved, and respected. Using words as a weapon. Chest and she. Hurry up quick. Everywhere I go, the people really want to know who I is and who I be. They stop and stare when they see me. If it's said it once, no need to repeat. Run up on me, watch you fall to your knees. Tip my hat when it's time for the kill. Ain't no beast when you're really real. I am the boss, I am the dawn. I am the one they call Lucky Charm. Got my own I don't need your farm. Life was so hard, it made me weak. Built to last, this girl ain't weak. Sturdy and still when I plant my feet. Got it out the mud, now it's racks in my sleep. Endless faith is what brought me next level prosperity. Silent power moves is what I'm giving. They love to hate the world they can't live in. Always present for the high roads. Go swim within the deep lows. What holds the future? Who knows? I don't do it for the likes, I do it for the love. Do it for the ones who really need a hug, cause they had it tough, never had enough. Feared, loved, and respected. Using words as a weapon. Chest and she. Hurry up quick. Everywhere I go, the people really want to know who I is and who I be. They stop and stare when they see me. If it's said it once, no need to repeat. Run up on me, watch you fall to your knees. Tip my hat when it's time for the kill. Ain't no beast when you're really real. I am the boss, I am the dawn. I am the one they call Lucky Charm. Got my own I don't need your phone.
And I'm back, skipping through the night, as I would normally. So there's nothing new here. Gonna check Discord real quick. Oh. And there we go. We're going to set the time back to 5. Going to start our engine. And it is raining. But shouldn't affect us too much. Okay, there we go. 15,000 litres of mushrooms, 15,000 litres of flowers. It's a very heavy load. But maybe this one load will be enough for the tractor. That's what I'm hoping. I do want to track the tractor by the end of the day. And then this one will be used for pulling this. And then the other one will be used in the fields. We'll have a field and yard dog. $117 grand. That alone pays for the tractor. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna get this front PTO. It's gonna have an air horn. We're gonna give it the narrow tires as well. I don't think I need to do anything else. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna actually use it. So we're gonna park this here. We're gonna take this back to the farm. You've always got to use and test the equipment you buy, so this makes sense. Don't know how long the rain's gonna last though. Where we are. This is a very fast tractor. This can go 45 miles an hour. And obviously it has a lot of horsepower. Another good purchase on my end, I think. Catch it. I need to re-enable it. Yes, I do. Okay. It'll turn on the beacon. Doesn't do anything, but may as well. This tractor is like twice as fast as my case. But this is... I mean, to be fair, this is probably better for this, running back and forth, than the case. So I might use this in the yard and the case in the fields. Then I can keep the front weight on the case. Just in case. Pun fully intended there. Okay. So these growing and soybeans growing. That's good. Obviously we still have some tracks in here. They'll disappear over time. I think that's pretty much all I'm going to be doing in this stream. So I am going to end it here. And basically the next one I'll skip through to the next day. So thank you for coming out and watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!